that the Alliance would flourish on Odessen, but I didn't expect this place to feel so much like home. You should be proud of what you've built here, and the allies you've gained.
Valkorion is dead. There's nothing to keep them here anymore.
No, they're here because they believe in something. Or rather, someone. The Alliance is still a formidable power, but we're not strong enough to face the Republic or the Empire. Unfortunately, a confrontation is inevitable. There are skirmishes in wild space, riots on Quesh. Galactic war is imminent. We can no longer afford neutrality. If the Alliance is to survive, we must align ourselves with the Republic or the Empire. Whatever you decide, we'll follow your lead.
You're right, Lana. Now's the time.
So who do you wish to support? The Republic or the Empire?
I'd rather support the Empire.
Of course. With your reputation, you could easily take down the Republic from the inside. It's unlikely you'd be fighting the Republic openly, but this would mean sabotage. The death of your former allies. I'll support your decision either way, but please don't enter into this lightly.
I'm well aware of the consequences. The Empire is where I belong.
I had a feeling you might. We'd received some subtle inquiries from the Empire, but I never acted on them. I'll reach out to our contacts. Welcome to the Empire. You'll live.
Heart rate, normal. Breathing, normal. Conscience, questionable.
I didn't think they'd send a droid.
Yes, we droids excel at espionage. We blend in with the scenery. I'm Advanced Protocol Unit NRO2. I specialize in diplomacy, translation, manslaughter, and calumniation. While your change of heart is commendable, my master believes you can best serve the Empire by appearing to support the Republic.
There's gotta be another way. I'm tired of working for those hypocrites.
Then use their ideals against them. You've earned the trust, so now we can exploit it. We know what the Republic is after. The dwindling medical supplies, fuel, and raw resources necessary to win this war. With your assistance, we can seize them from their grasp. You must also look for opportunities to undermine the Republic's confidence and to sow discontent among their troops.
Steal resources and spread unhappiness. Simple enough.
I trust you'll treat this operation with the discretion it deserves. There are reports of a conflict brewing on the planet Ossus. With your help, the Alliance could tip the balance in the Empire's favor. In the meantime, return to Odessen to await further contact. I trust you'll remember, this meeting never happened.
Commander, thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Ardinando Dipolis Derun. I oversee the Republic's deployments along the Parlemian hyperroute. I only wish we were speaking in person. I just brewed a truly invigorating blend of Gatalentan tea. Do you enjoy tea, Commander?
You didn't contact me to discuss tea.
Not exclusively, at any rate. A beautiful planet, Gatalenta. Its people are renowned for their long and steadfast support of the Jedi. It is the Jedi I wish to discuss with you today.
I'm just about the furthest person from a Jedi that you're likely to find.
And yet I believe you were the one person most capable of helping them. Few Jedi survived the war against Sekul. They've gone into hiding, scattered across the galaxy. I'm not even sure how many council members remain.
You're a soldier. Why do you care what's happened to the Jedi?
The Jedi are the soul of the Republic, and our most able defenders. I do not believe we can survive without them. I did manage to learn of one surviving member of the Jedi Council, Master Nosteral. My sources tell me he's in hiding, on the planet Ossus.
Not sure I've heard of it.
An ancient bastion of the Jedi Order. The Sith reduced it to a barren wasteland centuries ago. Apparently, Master Nosteral took as many Jedi as he could find, and established a hidden colony on the planet with the help of civilian volunteers. Unfortunately, the colony doesn't seem to be hidden any longer. I've tracked Imperial forces moving through the area. I believe the Jedi are in grave danger.
You don't think the Jedi can handle a few Imperial soldiers?
I think we're talking about more than a few Imperials. The Jedi colony is completely off the grid, and any warning I try to send will only lead the Sith directly to them. Ossus is at the far end of the Parlemian hyperroute, practically the Empire's front door. I have no official authority to intervene. I'm gathering the resources to launch reinforcements regardless, but without authorization it's taking time. Time the Jedi may not have. You aren't bound by Republic regulations. You can help faster than I can. Please, travel to Ossus. Protect the Jedi until my forces can arrive. They need our help.
I can handle this for you, General. But you're going to owe me one.
The entire Republic will owe you one, Commander. I'll forward the coordinates for the Jedi settlement. There is one final catch. Initially, you must go with a light force, perhaps even alone. Approaching with an attack group of any significance is sure to provoke a massive Imperial escalation long before I can respond in kind.
What do you expect me to accomplish alone that the Jedi can't do themselves?
All Jedi are formidable, but you're in a class all to yourself. If any one person can make a difference, it's you. May the Force be with you, Commander. I hope to be sharing the next cup with you in person very soon.
Don't get your hopes up, General.
The General is very shrewd. Going in alone is the best move here. I'll have a shuttle prepared, something small and stealthy.
Wish I could go along. Nosteral is an old friend of mine. It'd be good to see him again.
We'll have you on your way to Ossus as soon as possible. May the Force serve you well.
hello there. I'm afraid you're going in the wrong direction.
I'm the commander of the Alliance. I've come to help.
Commander of the what? Doesn't matter.
This looks like an evacuation. So you know the Imperials are here?
Yes, we don't know how many there are, but they have serious resources. If they're here, it's for a major fight, and we can't afford to give them one.
Civilians and non-essentials are loading up first. Who calls a doctor non-essential when there's a fight brewing? You ask me, the Jedi have lost their minds.
If you're not a Jedi, how'd you get involved in all this?
Oh, I've been tight with the Jedi for a long time now. Helped them save the galaxy once or twice. No big deal. I heard about the colony after it was already built, so I was a latecomer. But they were happy to have a full-time doctor on staff.
Well, that was before we got to know him.
Dr. Kimball, Nadia, how go the shuttle preparations?
We'd be a lot further along if we hadn't borrowed so many of the shuttle's parts for the colony systems. It's going to be hours before we can launch.
So do you know our new arrival? The commander of the something or other?
I command the Alliance. We overthrew the Eternal Empire, and now we're helping the Republic, which means helping you.
Sounds like a lot's happened since we cut our communications.
Which helped to keep us hidden all this time. I've come across your name many times in my research, Commander. Always in surprising places. I create and maintain the Jedi Order's historical records. It's probably time you had a chapter all your own, but that will have to wait. The Sith are on our doorstep. I formed this colony to safeguard the Jedi and their teachings for the future. Now, we must abandon it to serve that same goal.
Republic reinforcements are coming. We just have to hold out until they get here.
We welcome any help they can offer, but until they arrive, our plan must remain the same. We have to get these shuttles ready as soon as possible.
So, you just want some help moving boxes, or...?
Well, I wouldn't mind a hand.
Perimeter alarms. They're coming again. I'm on my way to handle it.
Yes. Take backup this time.
Backup? I got all the backup I need right here.
Commander, this is Tau Adair, our head of security. Would you be willing to join her in holding off the enemy as we complete our preparations?
Let's see if she's got the skills to back up that attitude.
You must have lots of friends.
We'll leave you to it then. Nadia, Dr. Kimball, let's see how the farming crews are doing.
What did your sensors pick up? Imperial soldiers? Sith?
Neither. The imps are just toying with us. The old man's pretty sure they're being led by a Sith named Melora. Melora's into biology, genetic manipulation, Sith alchemy, blah, blah, blah. She makes monsters. For us, she's cooked up some kind of mutated Geonosians. Hyper-aggressive, heavily armored, psychotic Geonosians. With weapons. Making their way toward the colony in swarms.
Sounds like you'll definitely need my help.
I haven't so far. Osis is riddled with old buried ruins. The mutants like to cut through them to approach unseen. We get out there and collapse a few tunnels, they'll be cut off and the colonists will have a lot more time to move.
Then let's get to it.
After you, Commander.
We have an assignment for you. Proceed to the water distribution systems nearby.
Unauthorized travel is for official business only.
Too close.
How long have you been living at the colony?
Since the beginning, almost 5 years now. 5 years of peace and quiet. We had a good run. Of course, it took me nearly 2 of those years just to relax. I was sure someone would show up looking for blood. They always do.
How many Jedi were left after the war with Zakuul?
We honestly aren't sure. After the Republic surrendered, the old man didn't want to risk getting an accurate count of names in case Zakuul got a hold of it. So we all went to ground to watch, wait, and rebuild. Not my first choice, but I see the wisdom in it.
know where the rest of the Jedi are?
There were still contingents on Tython and Ilum last we checked. Didn't bother calling the Green Jedi, they'd never leave Corellia. Most are probably hiding in groups, on far-off planets like we did. Or walking their own path, following the Force. That was my plan.
Who changed your mind?
The old man. He's always understood me best. He convinced me that this was where I wanted to be. May the Force be with you.
One more bomb. just to be sure.
Won't that destroy the whole structure?
We need to make sure this tunnel is closed off. No sense holding back.
Last one.
Way you cut through those mutants? I get the feeling you've been in more than a few scrapes.
More than most, more than they ever trained us for. My first battle was Corellia. I flew in on a transport with 5 of the Jedi, one of the ones with the open sides, you know. The pilot took us in low between the buildings. We're in midair, and this Sith Lord, he just jumps right into the transport. Red lightsaber in each hand. 5 of my oldest friends were dead before they could even blink.
They might have been your friends, but they couldn't have been very good Jedi.
They were good Jedi. They just weren't fighters. The Sith had turned toward the pilot before my friends even hit the floor. I was behind him before he ever knew I was there. I nailed him with both hands. Hit the nerve clusters that run just over the ribs, felt them crack. He dropped both lightsabers on reflex. I don't remember where the grenade came from. Must have been his. I smashed it right into his mouth and shoved him back out of the transport.
Monsters like that deserve whatever they get. You did well.
My first real fight as a Jedi, and I didn't even use my lightsaber. Let's check in with the old man.
Tao, what's your status?
We've closed all the tunnels we could find. Sending coordinates now. Any chance you could backtrack to their source on some of the old maps?
Of course. Let's see. Yes, here we are. They were all part of a residential structure that must have largely collapsed centuries ago. I'm sending coordinates for the structure's main entrance. If you can seal that, the mutants' hidden approaches will be cut off completely.
I came here thinking this was some kind of major emergency, but this is a joke.
Melora's efforts aren't focused yet, but the Dark Council will expect results. We must be gone before they crack down on her experiment. The entrance you're closing is located in an area our archaeologists never fully cataloged. If you find anything of interest, please do your best to recover it.
Will do. Tau out. Ready when you are.
Mechanized travel is for official business only.
What was the plan? If the Sith had never shown up, what was the goal for the colony?
Recover enough territory that we could grow crops and sustain more people. Then go find the people. I would have set out with a team to find other Jedi and bring them back here if they chose. We would rebuild the Order. Instead, looks like we're back to war. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with you. I sense more of them. A lot more. There must be an army of them below us. Keep your distance when the warriors go down. They're putting off some kind of sport. Seems weaker when we take down the warriors. Focus on the swarm.
Looks like we're finished here.
I can't get the old man on the hollow. We'd better head back and make sure nothing's happened.
Our sensors are being jammed, along with our communications, both short and long range. Disruptions like this can mean only one thing.
That you haven't been paying your bills?
The Empire will come in earnest now. This doesn't fit Melora's pattern. She never bothered to disable enemy communications during her siege of Nantoon. Something very strange is happening. We have to move quickly. Many of our people are still outside the colony. Some at the farms, and the rest at the ancient library. We should split up.
You don't need to act like we have a choice, old man. No way you're leaving this planet without seeing that library one more time.
Not just a library, but a really old library. Sounds thrilling.
You might be surprised. The first shuttles will start launching while we gather the stragglers. They could send a distress signal once they escape the jamming zone.
If the Republic hasn't shown up yet, we shouldn't count on them. The shuttles would be safer keeping quiet.
The commander is right. We wouldn't want to risk the imps picking them up.
Very well. I'll pass that along to the pilots. Before you go, Tao, we need to finish our discussion about your Padawan.
Now? Really? This feels like a good time.
It is always a good time to learn, teach, and grow.
We already had this discussion, which is why I don't have a Padawan. You don't want more Jedi like me. One is bad enough.
You think that if so many good Jedi die and you survive, then you must not be a good Jedi. You think that the reason you've survived your skill in battle is the only skill you've mastered, so you must be a bad Jedi. But the only lesson you need to learn is that you are more than the killer you see in yourself. Teach, and you will see just how much more.
Wow, Tao teaching somebody? That would not be my first choice.
Respectfully, you've only just met. You do not know her full capabilities as I do.
Look, can we save this for later? The imps aren't waiting around, and neither should we.
Very well. You check on the farms, I'll check on the library. And we'll meet afterward to select your Padawan.
Damn it, old man.
May the Force be with you.
Too close.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.